Welcome to SteamWorld Build. Now I'm going to start straight away by saying, is this game worth playing? Yes it is. At the moment this is a demo, so you're very free to go and get it from the Steam Workshop and have a go at this yourself. Now as I said, this is the demo of the game, but the developer did reach out and I have agreed to have a look at the game and see what I think. Now first of all, we're putting down some residential buildings. Now your population is entirely robots, but what I am going to say I love about this game, and you will find out later on if you know the Dungeon Keeper games, this game is a cross between SimCity and Dungeon Keeper, with a lot of loot mechanics and also a mix of resources and a load of other stuff as well, so stay tuned. And if you like builder games and survival games and everything else, I think this might be up your street. So right now we're putting in a small residential area and then the services that these robots require to be happy. So we're putting in a convenience store, and as you saw, we got a load of little green happy faces. Now, so here we go, a short description of the building. If any issues arise, you have them here. Fulfill citizen needs, and you'll advance your city and earn benefits and the satisfaction level and how much money it's generating and how many workers it has as a building. Now there is a lot more. We now need to build a little service workshop, so they're all happier again. That's great. They want us to build a forester and in turn a lumber mill to make planks, which are a resource that we're going to need to build stuff. So we want to build a forester and we want to put it near some trees. Oh look, it's telling us where to put them. Let's see if we can turn this round. So what we're going to want to do is use the tab key to rotate. Okay, now again I'm going to skip forwards. But yep, so what am I doing? There we go. Okay, let's actually bring it back up again. I shall skip the footage forwards now and then show you the rotation of it. Now it also gives fertility as well. Now fertility for a lumberyard or a forester, I think that literally means how much wood is nearby and affects its production rate. So what you then need to do is connect it to the train station, because everything needs to be connected by a road, but we also need a mill. So we'll put one of those down as well, and what we'll do is we will then crank the road over and get everything connected. So click the road, drag it over. It's fairly intuitive, I would say, the road in this game. It does put in corners and stuff for you, so I do like that. I do like the overall mechanics of this game as well. So we've just put it in a warehouse to store the resources, and then that goes back to our town. And now we need to build a cacti farm, so a cactus farm. Now I for some reason thought it would be under decorations, but it's not. It's under one of the main tabs for your population, so the little picture of a robot face there. But this is where you can also put in decorations, which for the purposes of this demo I didn't do, because I just wanted to understand the overall mechanics of the game and how it works. So anyway, without further ado, we'll move through different. So here we go, under workers. There on the far right hand side we have cactus farm. We need 70 workers and we only have 36. Well, what do we need to do? We need to build some more residential, don't we? Okay, so let's whack in some more houses and get things underway. Okay, we can't build that because we have now run out of planks, but our population is increasing. And let's also put some additional road in, because you never know when you're going to need road to be able to connect to other areas as you develop your city. Anyone familiar with city builders will know this. Okay, again we've got our foliage and then you've got decoration. So there we go, here's a cactus, that's what it looks like, and you can put it down and it will cost you $5. And at the moment we have 3,000 and something dollars. Now I think the income mechanic on this will probably be tweaked when the game goes live. Now see that little tumbleweed thing there at the bottom left that was just rolling across the screen? That's free loot, and I will show you a little bit later in this review of this demo how that works. But again, I would take everything that happens in this demo as potentially not necessarily exactly how it's going to be when the game comes out, but I will say that this game is very polished, and I will certainly be getting the full version of the game because I have very much enjoyed the demo. I will put a link down in the description below for you to go to Steam and get a copy of this demo yourselves to try it. But I am loving this game. It is a very good game. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it, because I'm not getting paid anything to do it. So, okay, so what we're doing now is we're going to plop another forester down, and as you can see, the trees that are already being used are highlighted red. So what we can do is we can move it a bit further over to highlight some more trees, and that's 100% fertility. So I love the fact it's called a forester when all it seems to be doing is cutting down trees, but hey. Anyway, so we've now got our 2 foresters, we've got our lumber mills, and we now need to of course expand our residential even further. We've got a couple of planks in stock, you can see it at the top of the screen there, and now we have none, so we can't build any more houses. And we're at 69.70, there we go, so we've hit a new milestone. So we've got 72 out of 200, and we can build our cactus farm. Well, we can't at the moment because we haven't got any planks, and we need 5 of them. So we need to collect additional resources before we will be able to, but look, we do have that little ball sitting next to the house there that, again, the game doesn't tell you, but you can click on it and it will give you additional resources. Okay, so again, let's build a second mill. Let's see if that's going to improve the speed of us getting planks, because we've got our 2 foresters, so 2 lumber mills, and then our warehouse is functioning as well. Now, also what you find is that the services that your workers need has range. So you can see it here on this warehouse that the tiles that are highlighted is the maximum range of the building. So we've now put in a second warehouse. I don't really know the relevance or whether it's necessary, but I put one in anyway, just purely from my experience of playing these kind of games, seeing as I've got quite a bit of experience playing these games. But anyway, there is a lot of stuff in this demo, which I think gives you quite a good feel for the game, but wait till you get to see the mine. And as I said, that's when you're going to start getting those Dungeon Keeper vibes, which is a game that I loved. And the fact that this is a combination of a city builder with the equivalent of like Dungeon Keeper, I think is really, really cool. And there are enemies in the mine from what I gather from the trailer and everything else that I've watched. So look at this, we've got this glowing part here, which is clearly not part of the house. And there's another one over here. Oh look, we just got 8 planks. Oh, and 4,000 cash. Nice. We can now build our cactus farm. Okay, so we put our cactus farm down. We'll rotate it round and we'll plonk that in. And then what we need to do is do 3 fields. So click on this. I mean, obviously this is the first time we're seeing it. I'm literally trying to place fields, and it's trying to show me what each section is. It's like, yeah, great. Okay, I don't need to see that. Thank you very much. Keep clicking, and here we go. So place fields, and you can place 3. So I found that if you put 1 to one end, then 1 behind it, and then 1 round, it makes an almost square building, and I think it's probably the most ideal use of space. So you can't add any more than 3. So now the next is a charcoal kiln. So we need a charcoal kiln, which is also a service building. Of course, it doesn't actually say that, and though you read through it, it doesn't make it entirely clear that it should really be close to where everyone's living, so I ended up putting it miles away from the residences, but you'll see that in a moment. Okay, so we need more residential, so let's plonk a load down. We've got 16 planks now, so we've got plenty, because it's 2 per building, so we can put down quite a few. So there we go, there's 3 more. Let's expand the road, because we don't want to end up being one big clump of buildings that we can't do anything with. And we can now place our charcoal kiln. Okay, and of course I go all the way off of here, and as you see, the range of that, it doesn't even get to the residential area. but it asked me to build it and I have. So there we go. Now we want to repair the train station, because as of yet we haven't repaired it, and what that will allow you to do is buy upgrades for your buildings. So I've skipped forwards now. So it allows you to do upgrades for your buildings and trade goods with, I presume, other robot towns on the planet. So let's expand our residential even further. And I will skip forwards again, because a lot of this is just the simple city building stuff. You don't need to see me doing and combining the layout and everything else. We just got some gemstones there. Again, I've skipped forwards because what we want to do now is we've unlocked the second worker type. So what you do is you click on engineers, click on engineer residential, and you upgrade existing buildings. So here we go. We've now got some engineers. Again, do another one, and just do another one. There we go. So we've upgraded 4. So we've now got a bunch of engineers, and we've unlocked a whole new tree of service buildings and also resource buildings as well. So everyone's now happy with the goods store, and a train has arrived at the station. Okay, so we haven't been into it yet, so it's telling us again what is what. Lovely stuff. So we can do trade. Lovely. Okay, and the item shop. Now the item shop are boosts for your buildings, so whether for the city or the mine. So service income, service item tax bonus plus 50%. Well, that looks like quite a good bonus to have. Or warehouse deliveries plus 1. Okay, so that allows additional simultaneous deliveries, but let's go for the sales tax boost, because we can put that onto one of our service buildings, and let's set up a trade. So yep, select the resource you want to sell and select the resource you want to buy. Okay, so for now we will again click, and once that's done, what we will do is we'll set up an initial trade deal, and of course you can modify the amount that you want to trade and then create the trade. Okay, so we don't really want to sell our money. What we do want to do is actually maybe look for something that we genuinely need. So let's have a look. What have we got? So we've got boards, we've got plenty of them. What can we get for our boards? We can get some glassware. Okay, well that's interesting. So create trade. So there we go. For every 1 board that we send, we get 2 glassware back. Okay, so I think that'll do for now. And you've got a little timer there for when the next train is going to arrive, and you can see also on the right hand side, train arrives in 2 minutes and 43 seconds. So we need more engineers, and we need to connect the train station to the mine shaft. So let's build the road to nowhere, or more accurately, the mine shaft. And we'll get it repaired, and then we're going to go down into what I can only describe as Dungeon Keeper. It's not, of course, but I love it. I love the fact this game has the 2 environments. So it has the city above and the mine below. And I presume you move through different levels as you once the full version of this game is released. Or it's like a sandboxy type game, but you have a series of objectives, or maybe you have to move on to different locations to find other pieces. Because the target of this is to find ancient technology buried in the ground that will allow us to build a spaceship so we can get off of this planet. Because from what I gather, the planet is geo-unstable and is basically going to collapse and blow up at some point, I guess. So we also need to give these engineers moonshine to make them happy. So they're 80% happy at the moment. So let's maybe upgrade a couple more as well while we're at it. And then we need to buy and build some moonshine. Now again, I'm going to keep skipping forwards. So we've actually put in the moonshine place now, and what we're now doing is we're putting in a sand sifting factory. So that will give us the sand that will allow us to make glassware that can then be turned into moonshine with the cactus water. So there we go, let's put that in. 100% fertility, connect it to a road. There we go, job's a good one. Now we're in the mine. Now look at this. Now doesn't this just give you Dungeon Keeper vibes? Okay, so this is your first exposure to the mine. So we've got a little chest that we need to open. That's going to give us some gold nuggets. And what we need to now do is put in a support. So gold nuggets can be found in the mine and are used as a construction cost for mine quarters. So let's put in a pillar. Doesn't really matter where. It's suggesting 3 places. So there we go. That's done. And what we need to do is we need to do some miner quarters. So let's drag out a square. Let's cover an area. Let's see. Up there maybe. Okay. Is that enough? No, clearly not. Clearly we need more. Okay, so let's can we do that? No. Okay, so across there maybe, and there. Can we make that as well? There we go. Okay, so now we've got some miners, and they're going to clear up the floor. Look at that, lovely stuff. And you click on dig, and then you click on the tiles, and the little miner dude will start digging. As I said, how cool is this? I love this part of the game. Oh my goodness, we've uncovered a room. So we've got more expansion and more. We've discovered a dirty water vein. Okay, whatever that does. Currently in the demo, I don't think there's any use for it. I presume it's a technology upgrade at some point further along in the game. But we're also being told to dig this. Oh, don't need to do a huge square. Okay, so let's dig a shaft. And I presume we can make our little quarters bigger now as well. So let's add some more tiles. Can we add any over here? No. Okay, what about up there? There we go. We've got a second bench. I presume that's like another bed. Yep, there's like another bed been added. I'm guessing we're going to get some more bots. Yep, looks like I think we've got 3. So let's go back to the surface. And again, you then have to keep these guys happy. Can we buy another upgrade? Yes, we can. Which one do we want to build? Sorry, buy, not build. Doesn't really need any of those, I think, right now. So we're producing moonshine. That's all good. And we've down back in the mine, we've discovered a scrap vein. Okay, and you simply use the 1 and 2 keys, and it takes you between both. So you can flick very quickly between the surface and underground. So there's a scrap vein. We need to get a prospector on that. But for that, we need to actually recruit more miners. And we need to unlock more living quarters in the mine. So we need to do more in our city, which then allows us to unlock stuff below. And we need to make tools above ground so that they can dig better below ground. And you need tools for making structures as well. So let's get some more engineers. And I'm going to split this review into 2 parts because I have completed the demo already. And I have recorded all the footage, but it was over an hour long, and I thought what I would do is do about a 25-26 minute video, so it's nice and easy for you guys. It's not too long, but it gives you a good overview of the game. So again, we're expanding our city, and this is where I start going, okay, let's just start throwing loads and loads and loads of stuff in, get our population up like crazy, and get things done quickly. I'm also running the game on high speed, as I always do. So again, now what we're doing is we're excavating out more ground in the mine shaft to create a bigger area. So there we go. So we've now got 3 mining robots, and we can now get a prospector. So let's go back up to above ground. Okay, so these guys aren't happy because they haven't got any moonshine. Okay, that's fine. Let's build maybe another moonshine place. Where are we going to put it? I think the other side of the station will do. Let's rotate it round, because what we don't want to do is back up and seal off that back area, because that's another area that we can develop. So there we go. Let's put some path in as well. There we go. Right, so we got that sorted, that sorted. These guys should be happy in a minute. There we go. The moonshine bar is filling back up again, and they're going to be happy chappies. Okay, good. That's what we needed. And again, more and more and more buildings unlock as you play this, and it's simple yet complicated at the same time. I think it's the right degree of complicated and simple at the same time. I found it very easy to play once I got going. So let's put a glass blower in, because we don't currently have one. We're buying glass at the moment through our trade deal. So there we go. So now we've got a glass blower. We've got a sand sifter, which means we can create glass. We've got the cactus farms. As you can see, I've put in more. If you're looking at what's going on the screen, you can see there's one there in the middle. And again, let's throw some additional warehouses in, because I think the warehouses get stressed quite quickly. And again, we've got we need more charcoal kilns. We need more stuff to keep the normal workers happy, and then the engineers. And that's before we've even unlocked a third level of stuff as well. Right, we don't have enough resources to upgrade anymore yet. We need more planks. Now we've still got everything going, so that's all fine. There we go, we can upgrade one now. Let's do that one because it's close to the saloon, because the engineers need the saloon and the moonshine. Okay. Yeah, that one as well. There we go, we've now got enough engineers, so we've unlocked the next mine milestone, and we can now build prospector quarters and a higher quality road, but it needs tools, and at the moment we can't make tools. So that's handy, isn't it? As you can see, we've got nothing there that allows us to build tools, but what we do need to do is put in some extra service buildings to keep people happy. But there's our tool maker. So the scrap, which is found down in the mine, can then be turned into tools. So we need to put a tool maker somewhere. So let's put it over. No, that's not going to work. Okay. Oh, there's a ball. Lovely. 8 tools. Nice. Just what we needed. Right, let's have a quick look around, see if we can find any more of those lovely little loot balls. I think it's like tumbleweed, but made out of scrap. Yep, there we go. There's another one. Boom. Plus 8 gold. Nice. Okay, so toolmaker. Where can we put it? Hold on. That sand sifter uses... Right, we might need to move the sand sifter. Let's put a prospector in as well. So a surveyor's office. But that needs to go over near the engineers, and we will move it. I'm just showing it basically for now, but what it needs to do is it needs to go near the engineers, because it's a requirement for keeping the engineers happy. So we've got another train has arrived. Maybe we'll produce buy an upgrade. Let's go for production speed. I think production item production speed plus 50%. That'll do. And again, what you then do is you go and click down on your item tool. You click on a building that you want to increase the speed of, and upload that upgrade. So let's put it to the glass blower. So production speed up 50% and delivery speed up 100%. There we go. Done. Okay. Right. Now we've got our sand sifter, and we're going to move that because we've now built over the area, so we need to put it into a better area for fertility. I think fertility is just a general term used in the game to dictate how much you're going to produce. So that's 100%. It's connected to the road. There we go. That can now sift some sand, and we're also going to need to move stuff as well to further refine the city. But as you can see, I think this is a really good game. It's a really great concept. The fact that you're building a spaceship to escape a planet. I'm just going to put some more high quality road in just so you can see it. And it basically speeds people up as you improve the road. So there we go. Oh, can't go that far. Haven't got enough tools. Okay, well, we'll go to the warehouse then. There we go. So yeah, this game is called SteamWorld Build. As I said, the demo is available on Steam. So I will put the link in the description, so have a look below if you want to go and get that and try it for yourself. But my overall general opinion of this game is it's great. I mean, let's go back to this mine. This is the bit that I love. I mean, here we go. So we've now got our next work area. Oh, no, let's do at least a few tiles. Oh, I can only put in 8 at the moment, apparently. Okay, room's too small to operate. Yes, we need to dig out some more stuff, because we don't have enough resources, I don't think. Nope. Can we do one more tile then? Will one make it? So it costs 2 gold nuggets, 1 board, and that's what we need, is we need more gold nuggets. But we do now have a prospector. Let's dig out some extra gold. In fact, let's dig out that whole area. There go our bots. And we'll probably need to put in There we go. You can see the roof collapsing if you don't put in the pillars to support everything. So again, a bit like Dungeon Keeper. And yeah, as I said, I love this bit. This bit's cool. I mean, you basically have two things. You have a mine, which you're continuously expanding, and then above ground, you have a city, which you're continuously developing. It's a fantastic concept. I love it. And the whole steampunk kind of, the fact everybody's robots and everything else is also pretty cool. You know, it's not bad at all. So yeah, loving the game. We're just picking all the gold nuggets basically to mine now. But for this episode of this, as I said, I'm going to do it as a two-parter, so I'm not even going to give it an episode number. But until next time, when I finish off the demo, go and get yourself the demo yourself and give it a go, because this game, as I said, is great. I am absolutely loving it. But until next time, I'm Know-It-All Gaming. As always, all it leaves me to say is please subscribe to the channel, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course from me, good night.